Okay, we've been talking about rules that we need to follow for our mathematics. This one we're going to look at is what's called order of operations. You may have heard it called BODMAS. We'll explain what BODMAS is in a moment. But basically, we need we said the other day we need rules in mathematics so we know what someone's trying to communicate. If we don't know exactly what the correct order is, then we're going to get different answers to other people, and we're not going to be on the same page. So we've got to make sense of the mathematics that's in front of us. If we don't follow the correct rules, like when we're speaking to somebody, if you don't follow the correct rules, you don't get the understanding that they're trying to get across. So the rules here, we've got 3 steps we need to follow. The first thing we need to do is work on our grouping symbols. If we see an expression, what we need to do is our grouping symbols first. Then the second step, once we've done all the grouping symbols, we start at the left-hand side of our expression and move across, and we do any multiplication and any division in that order. So you start from left and then you move to the right of your expression and you do the multiplication first and then as well as the division. So any multiplication divisions, you do that first. That's the rule we've got to follow. Once we've done all those, we start from the left again, and then we do all the addition and subtractions as you come to them. So you move from the left, you finish at the right hand side of the expression, and you do that. Now you may have heard, as we said, a thing called BODMAS. So when we talk about BODMAS, BODMAS is the brackets, and that's of, and then there's multiplication and division we do first from left to right, then we do addition and subtraction from left to right. So that's the rule we're going to follow. If you've seen that, or if you want to Google that, you'll see lots of things on BODMAS. So I should change that around. It should be division and multiplication. So BODMAS, BODMAS. If you want to do a Google search, you'll see lots of things on the internet about that BODMAS. So next step, let's have a look at these examples. Have a look at these. Which one's correct? Got exactly the same expression, but I've done it 2 different ways and got 2 different answers. Now one of them's correct, which one and one isn't. So the correct one is this side. If that's one you picked, then you were right. And that's because we have to do the correct order of operations. Now order of operations would say we need to go from left to right and do multiplication and division. So there's our first step. We have to do the multiplication first. 10 times 3 gives us 30, and then we do 40 minus 30 to give us 10. Multiplication and division before we do addition and subtraction. This side was wrong because they did the subtraction first. 40 minus 10 gave us 30, and then we did multiplication. You got an answer. It looks nice, but it's not correct because we didn't follow the correct order of operations. So be really careful because you can get really nice numbers from wrong working, and it's not going to be the correct answer. A couple of more examples. Let's have a look. Following our order of operations, there's no brackets, so we don't have to worry. So we start doing multiplication. 10 times 4 gives us 40, and then the 10 times 5 gives us 50. So we do any multiplication before we start doing anything else. Once we've just now got addition and subtraction to do, we've only got the addition. Let's add them together to give us 90. So multiplication first, we do those before we do any addition. So never add that 4 plus 10 because they've got to be multiplied before we start to add. In the second example, we start to do it, we have a look and we go no brackets. So start with multiplication and division. So there's 10 by 8 is multiplication. So we do that, we get 80. Minus, we're going to leave because we're not going to do that yet. We've got 15 times divided by 3 we're still got to handle, which is going to give us 5. See, the subtraction sign stays there. We're not doing anything with it yet because we've got to do our multiplication and division as we go across there. Now we've got 80, we've got 5, so 80 minus 5 then will give us 75 because now we can do addition and subtraction. Follow those rules. Brackets, then multiplication division from left to right, and then addition and subtraction from left to right.